You're trying too hard, my friend. You're trying too hard every day to do it, to manifest, to heal, to create the life of your dreams. But something interesting happens when you stop trying so hard. And this is the art of letting go and surrendering. Why is it so special? Why does it help so much? I'm explaining it today. Explaining it today. And I'm going to break it down for you because you're here because you've been trying too hard. You know you have. Let me help you to finally let go. I surrendered to life and to God and to the divine around about 1.5 years ago, maybe more, 2 years. And life has been so interesting since. Life really starts to give to you when you stop trying to get it. I've made making life about feeling at ease, at peace, flowing with life. It's time to detach now, my friend, because otherwise life becomes so intensely powerful. It takes from you. It takes your energy. I just got off the phone with someone who's going to work with me. He has everything in his life, but he can't enjoy it because he is constantly stressed, trying, forcing and needing. Stop trying so hard. How does it work? Well, I like to look at it practically and spiritually. So I'm going to start with a practical today, guys. If you think about the brain, we've got the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is taking all information in around you all the time. Everything that it can take in, it is absorbing. Now, your conscious mind, if it took in all that information, it would be very overwhelming to experience life. So there's a part of the brain called the reticular activating system. That system funnels what you take in consciously. So that system looks out for things that are important. So there's that interesting thing, right? So you go, okay, I really want a yellow car soon, or you just bought the yellow car and you start to see that car everywhere. That's the reticular activating system. It notices things that are important or relevant, whereas the subconscious mind is taking it all in. Now, what happens is we accidentally train that part of the brain to look for problems all the time. Looking for problems. So the subconscious mind is never given a chance to express and take charge and give you a solution. The subconscious mind, also on a spiritual level, you could call it the deeper mind or the divine mind. It knows the answer to your problem. So there's an interesting thing that happens when you let go, because when you let go, you stop the fight or flight response. You stop that intense need to look for the trouble and the problem and the so that you never have energy for a solution. So once you start to let go, it's easier for the deeper mind to start to bring up an answer. The reticular activating system doesn't look so much for problems. It starts to look for interesting things that mean stuff to you on a deeper level. Rather than protecting you, it looks for things that are meaningful for you. Okay? So the beautiful art of letting go and stop trying is the actual physical brain changes. It starts to look for solutions and joys and that person who looked at you with a little wink in their eye and you think, oh, I fancy them, I'm going to go and chat them up. But you don't notice it before because you're constantly looking for the problems. Do you see what I mean? You'll never see a solution if you're always looking for a problem. Now, on a spiritual level, you go and you connect the two together as well. You start to say, hey, if my deeper mind is my divine mind, I want that to rule my life, but from a place of peace. So I want to train it to be at peace, flow and connect with God. Because God is the solution to all things. Okay, if God is the giver and the gift, if God is the creator, the one, the alpha, the omega, that means there's only one power, not two. There's not two powers. So if there's not two powers, there's only one. So I am either fighting against that power or flowing with that power. So the beautiful art of not trying quite so hard means that I start to go with the flow of life. I stop trying to extract things and get things to make me feel better, and I start to feel better anyway. Now, there's the interesting parallel between letting go and living in the assumption then with Neville Goddard, isn't there? Because if I start to feel better regardless of anything happening, it means I'm assuming the state of being of someone who has what I want already. So there's that beautiful connection that I made between Michael Singer and Neville Goddard's work, where I was like, okay, when I listened to the surrender experiment, he was doing everything with a state of flow and, again, not adding his will on top of it. Well, let's put it this way. You can't get rid of will or desire totally. Now, Michael Singer would say that's the key to all spirituality, is to work on letting go of desire. I think God speaks through desire. So I think it's a slightly too far. Because all of us can't help but desire something. Even in the surrender experiment, Michael Singer says there was this land with trees on it near our ashram, and I didn't want him to take it. So that's desire. Yeah. But what he did do was he stopped trying to control life from his desire. So if he desired the trees, he surrendered to whatever situation there was. Now, there's that beautiful part that I teach people, and I'm going to teach you. When you get to that part where you accept where you are without judgment, but you start to relax and claim something better, that's when things change. So it was like when I was told my hair was going to fall out. I had to accept that my hair was falling out at the time without judgment. So now it wasn't as big a deal, as big a problem, right? So I could let go. And then you can start to relax and claim and bring up the energy and trust your body again. And it was the same when manifesting more riches or more experience in your life. When you stop worrying about money, money seems to come to you. When you worry about it, you get impediments, delays, and all problems, okay? When you worry about your body and your health, what happens? You start to get things in your body. I could give you hundreds of examples. Even my own brother had a blister on his hand come up from no abrasion, no heat, nothing, just because he was in stress. Because the body just starts to think that it's under attack, you see. And I'm talking like a burn. It looked like a burn. Now, if you can start to let go, you just realize letting go is not about not bringing into life, not stepping into life at its fullest. It's about bringing no emotional baggage. And you stop trying to forcibly get the thing you need. You start to realize that the solutions for the things that you want rise up very beautifully, very effortlessly, very nobly. So there's that wonderful part in my life where I started to make it more about my inner emotional connection than I did about getting anything. Now, it doesn't mean I don't intend. Now, you surrender and then you can intend. I like to mix the two, but I intend in a most general, effortless way, and I try and teach you guys that too. So you can claim boldly, lovingly, I'm in my true place in life. I'm where I'm meant to be. I'm living a happy life with a wonderful partner, beautiful children. All my financial needs are met now and forever. There's more than I could ever need or want. My life is blessed infinitely. My health is growing constantly. I'm in the best shape of my life. You can do all of these things, right? But it's when you then go and say, I need it, I want it, I must have it now. It's going to fall away from you. You must see everything in life as a relationship. When you're relaxed about it, people very much love you. When you're trying to get it, you don't get it. Relax. It's okay. And that's the interesting thing, right? It's just about relaxing. Because the problem is 99.9% of the time we're worried about something that hasn't even happened yet. And we're trying to make something and we're worrying about the possible pitfalls. Why don't you just claim what you want? Let go of all emotional attachment by observing. You're going to say, how? Well, you notice the reactions in your body. You notice the tensions, the emotions, the rush of adrenaline. You watch. See how the shoulders relax there. You watch it and relax. After a while, it leaves. And you claim from there that which you do want. That's the true art of surrender. That's the true art of flow. Stop trying so hard and it's going to come to you.